Another video for fun. I gotta do some scroll sawing. Actually, I gotta do some drill pressing here, so I'm gonna show a video on it for a minute. But I figured I would try to prop this up somewhere and show somehow. I think I'll do it over there. I try to show taking this apart because this is the table saw, so I don't need the table saw anymore, so I got to take it all apart, change the insert, and then get this thing ready to be a drill press. So we'll go from there and see what we can do. So here we go. Got Beatles playing in there. Yep, they're sorry for my hand. So anyway, one of the first things I got to do, if I'm going to do this, is I raise this up so the blade's out of my way. I'll take this insert out because I need a round one for the drill press. I'll show you how the drill press works. There's that, and then there's this piece right here. And of course, since this is up and out of the way, I can flip this little lever right there, and I can pull this. Whoops, it's not, didn't go high enough. There's high enough. And then I can pull this. Crap. She's being ornery. I guess I make sure I'm up all the way. There we go. I keep hitting it. Anyway, so you can move that part out. I'm going to go ahead and set it down so you guys can see some of the other stuff I'm doing. Just let it sit. So there's some parts over here I've got to get apart. I've got to get the blade off. And I've got to get the guard here off. There's a couple of Allen head screws on it. First thing you really need to do though is you need to get the blade off and out. You've got a couple of wing nuts right here that you push out. This blade could use dados and stuff, so it expands and contracts. The guard does, sorry. And I need to get the Allen head screw up towards me, so I'm going to go ahead and spin it over here. And then there's just a little forget what it is. It's like 5/16 or something. Set screw and the arbor. And that slides right off. So there's your arbor right there and your set screw. So I'll set that aside. Don't know how good my stuff is, but we'll see. I'm sure my sound is horrible. Anyway. So then the next thing here is the guard. I'm going to get it off. It also has a set screw. It's up at the top. So basically I just unscrew it and then wiggle it off. And then there, my table saw is now gone. So I got to go set all these out of the way. So there's your little set screw. It fits on what they call their quill. I'll talk about that here in a second. But there's your little set screw. Your guard on the inside. A little spring loaded, fits up on the top, and then there's your blade. So the table saw is now dismantled, and we'll set this up for the drill press mode. First of all, gotta be careful about the table saw blades because they are carbide tipped and they're really expensive, and I don't want to just put it somewhere where it's going to get banged around a little bit. So I'm going to go over here and put it on my desk. Don't really care about this too much. It's going to go up here on top of my something. And then we'll go put that. All right. I'll put this on my desk, away from stuff. I need to make me a blade holder. One of the many things I got to make. All right. So then here's my quill. Quill handle. I'll show you that. I don't think you guys actually seen the whole power unit or not. But essentially, you have a a quill right here. That's what they call this thing. And it can move in and out. And that's what we're going to use for the drill press. Now you can set it up just like this. You can do what they call their boring machine. So I can put a piece of wood like on here and, you know, move this in and out. Because that's what we're going to do. Is we're going to set that up here in just a minute to do. But anyway, you can see that. You can see how you can move that now. You got a little stop collar. You got some stuff over here you could use to set your depths and all that kind of stuff. But it is a drill press, so we're going to set it into press mode here in just a second. So that's kind of interesting. Maybe you'll find it interesting. Again, I don't know if you guys can see any of this, so sorry if you can't. It is what it is. But what we're going to do is I have to set this table to 90 degrees. I need to flip it up. And then we're going to go ahead and flip this entire unit up on end. And then that is going to be able to be a drill press. And I got to use it because I need some pretty precision drilling to get this template made for the jewelry box. So I don't want to make this too long, so let's see if I can get this done here in a couple minutes. So put it on here. Sorry for the hand. It's close enough. There's a little handle under here. That I think it's there. Alright, so that's set. Yeah, kind of like the jointer. It has a little handle that flips. I got a stop screw to make it 90 degrees down there. And this is my height adjustment. I will tell you, this thing doesn't adjust real well. And this is going to be pretty high. So I'm going to go ahead and kind of try to eyeball this down a little bit while it's down. Because when you flip it up, it gets to be a lot harder to move. So I'm going to have to put an insert in here. And I want that drill press to go into the insert hole about right there. We'll fine tune that here in a minute. I'm still quite a ways out, but I've got a really big drill truck I've got to put on. And with the drill bit, plenty right where I'm at. Let's lock this down. Let's lock this down. Then there's a handy dandy little handle over here. Pop it up. You take this thing and you move her up. Just like that. You get a little stop screw. Helps keep her from vibrating. And now, another of the many uses of the Shopsmith. One of the many things it can do, it can be my drill press. So I just got to put the chuck on it, get my drill bits set out. I've got another insert right here that I'll have to put in. It's a little low for me, but that's fine. I actually want to be able to see down pretty good on this particular thing. And then basically here's my quill handle, right? So I can put my thing in there and drill in to where I need to be. So cool. So anyway, got a little finishing up things, couple finishing up things I got to do on this, but that's it. Just sets up your little handles back here that you flip up on, and then that rotates there on these hinges. Get, like I said, a little set pin right there. There's the top of it, and just lets you kind of do its little thing. So that's setting up the Shopsmith in drill press mode. There you go.